Good morning and a very, very happy Thursday to each one of my co-seekers. Welcome to this magical morning. A blessed day for me, being my side day, and a blessed day for all of us for sure. 52 was on here at 5:30. Please hold on to your Sanghamitras, as I always say. Yesterday was a beautiful day. We had a powerhouse. Today we have a little less. I'm sure they'll keep logging in. Meanwhile, let's start our peak state programming and come to our peak state level so that we can learn today. Ritesh sir, thank you yet again. And let's have this music. Everyone's cameras on if possible. I know two, three of you have told me about the cameras. That's okay for those three. Yes, we are the winners. Left leg in the front, right in the back, and we run the last time for the morning to attain our peak state programming. Yes, we are the winners. So before I start the morning, I wanted to address a couple of issues. Two, three of you are feeling a little, um, what do I say, burnt out, or you think you have lack of time because you think it's getting too much on you. So I can tell you one thing, please stop the evening sessions. If you're not being able to balance the morning and the evening sessions and you think your work is not happening, please stop the evening sessions. Morning is something we are transforming our lives, so it's not an option. But the evenings are an option. You can listen to evening sessions anytime on YouTube in your free time with your AirPods on in whatever you're doing throughout your house if or your work when you have time. But morning is not an option. Second thing, for people who are unable to manage their time list, please make a to-do list. Jot down every single thing which you need to do in the day and keep tick marking it as and when it's done. Until we release our mind pressure on paper or like a to-do list, we do not know what's coming our way, and then our duties are left out. So if you had that, even that list on a WhatsApp, it's fine, but you must do it because you don't want to compromise the quality of your life. This series is about transforming you. It's not about putting you under pressure where you're not able to manage your duties. And any questions, anybody has any doubts, please personally speak to me. I repeat, the groups are not meant for taking guidance from others. You are empowering yourselves. The groups are meant for sharing your triumphs, sharing your victories, sharing yourselves. And yes, if you're under pressure sometimes, share it fine. But I don't wish that the others should advise us because we are all co-seekers. If we start advising each other, it's going to get hindered. So don't do that, please, at all. Just be there for each other, to handhold yourself. The idea about groups is that affirmations are happening, gratitude is happening, takeaways are happening. The three main, foundation pillars for us to stand tall. Also, I want to tell you, yesterday was day three, the date for creation, and I'm so happy to say that every single courier has left my house. So within a few days, you should be getting it. And the minute you receive it, please send a WhatsApp message to Amrita, because we're going to be tick marking and seeing who's got it where. The only courier which has not got is for Dubai, and I spoke with Akshay. So 3,400 bucks for her and for him and Mehak. So we're sending it to his mom's house. So that's okay. Whenever he comes to India, he'll pick it up. Unfortunately, not be able to maintain. Anjuji, your courier has left for your sister's house. So whenever she can courier that to you in Australia, you'll find it. Alifia, you're already in India. So thankfully, you'll get in Ahmedabad. So everything is cool for even the non-resident Indians. So fabulous news. We should be starting our journaling in the books coming week. So thank you. Okay, Ritesh sir, let's have this magic weight loss pill in front of us. I need a reader for today. So yesterday we discussed about the first function of cholesterol, how it makes a difference in our body, and how we're supposed to maintain it by going basic. We also talked about plant-based diet for 2 weeks if that works. And believe you me, you'll have a lot of changes when you see that plant-based diet. We also talked about cutting off white sugar, if possible, completely, and going organic by taking jaggery sugar or finding an alternate. We also talked about the importance of not having salt as a add-on and just like having it cooked in the meal. Yesterday, Monish broke us great news that he's launched a new salt with Lucotino, which is a mixture of everything great. So I think we can substitute that and try that in our meals because it's not too much. So I mean, salt isn't very expensive, so let's try and use that because if it's good for our body. We also discussed about the power of money. So what is cheaper does not mean it's great. You know, it may be more economical, but it does not mean it's really great for our body. So yes, Sudha, thank you so much for volunteering. Let's have you as a reader. Ritesh sir, let's have Sudha as a reader. So we talked about how unhealthy foods trigger off chemicals in our body production and thereby puts a stress on our body, and we deplete the great minerals, and then the body has to function in not an ordinary fashion, and then things go for a upheaval happens in the body. Today, we'll talk about the second function of cholesterol, which is very, very important, and it's about repairing our cells. So let's see how we are damaging and how we can repair ourselves. So yeah, even that's fine. Turbinado raw sugar is also great. It's also a form of jaggery. It's absolutely fine. Yes, it is. So you're not supposed to use white sugar because it's processed. It goes through lots of things. And like, I've been having Monish's honey. It's much less sweeter than the other ones which are available. Why? Because others have artificial sugar added to it. So please don't fall in the trap of picking up the Dabur honey and everything. Obviously, if you live in a place that you have no alternate for an organic one, it's different. But try and pick up an organic one. See the credentials where they're from. If you have time, go on Google and find out about them so you know you're picking up a relevant one. Whatever you're putting into your body should be great. We talked about structured water, so I hope all of you are having your uh, can't also you can use. I'm not sure what's can't, Smita. I do. I mean, I think I know. I'm not sure. So please find out about it. Others maybe in the group can throw light. I have heard my father-in-law use the word can't, but I can't remember what it is. Okay, that's good. Monish is a Mr. Know-it-all when it comes to all these organic things much more than I do. So I'm so happy that he's here to guide us. So thank you. Yes, it is sugar. Yeah, in the raw form. Great. Okay, so now let's start with this first
Yeah,
line. Now let's discuss. Thank you, darling.
yeah,
Page 47.
yes. Now let's discuss the second function of cholesterol, which is to repair our cells. If you're constantly damaging the cells in your arteries because of your lifestyle, getting injured because of overtraining, and or have inflammation in your body, your cholesterol level will be high. So, if I'm treating a cancer patient who is on cholesterol medication, the first thing I do is work with the doctors to get them off medication in a safe way because I want their body to produce more cholesterol and repair cells, as all cancers originate from cells. Cholesterol is an all cholesterol is an all the food that you've been told over the last few years is bad for you. Egg yolks and saturated fats such as ghee, coconut oil, and olive oil. However, all of these fats contain the right amount of cholesterol and enzymes, and you need these fats. Your liver produces a certain amount of cholesterol every day. If you're getting it from another source, such as seafood or deep fried food, your liver will automatically produce less of it.
That's something
A
to be
bad,
observed.
yeah,
One second,
mm,
Bhumika. So all of
yeah.
us should know this, that our body is so beautiful. It is complete by itself. It is automatically producing cholesterol. Okay. But if you are taking it from outside food, such as seafood or deep fried food, and deep fried food is pretty much in there in our culture. So if you're having that, then your body is producing less of the cholesterol. Your liver is not going to function to its optimum best because it's getting artificial help. So what's happening once in a while, it's okay. If it keeps happening, you're reducing the power of your liver to function on its best. So your bad lifestyle with high cholesterol food is going to lead you into excess inflammation, which is not good for your body. It'll lead to poor circulation of your blood, and the entire system will kind of come to collapse maybe later, but it'll start showing signs. So we also talked about, your line here hurts, your under your breastbone, right side. All this is because the liver is not functioning its best because you're over abusing your body. So let's become a little conscious towards our bodies and start realizing what kind of side effects happen when we are on any kind of artificial food, any kind of unnatural food, or any kind of drugs. Please continue.
A bad lifestyle combined with too much of cholesterol, high cholesterol food, poor circulation, and too much inflammation in your body is what leads to excess cholesterol in the body. If your doctor puts you on a statin, you should ask him or her about the side effects of this deadly drug. This kind of side effects I see in people, the kind of side effects I see in people who are on statins range from dizziness, bloating, and flatulence to neuromuscular damage, muscle fatigue, softening of bones, Parkinson's disease, and memory loss. Statins work by inhibiting an enzyme that your liver uses to produce cholesterol. We have established why cholesterol is essential for the body. So, inhibiting production interferes with the dynamics of the human body. Statins also deplete your body of something called coenzyme Q10, commonly known as CoQ10, which is an extremely important antioxidant that the mitochondria of your cells use to produce cellular energy. This means you are entering the vicious cycle of lowering your immunity, increasing inflammation, and inviting disease into the body. Just as it is essential to take a probiotic and B12 supplement with an antibiotic, if you are on a statin, high blood pressure medications, or a cholesterol lowering drug, you should be prescribed a CoQ10 supplement. Preferably, it should be a CoQ10 plant based supplement. Otherwise, you should have ubiquinol. Ubiquinol is the reduced oxidized form of CoQ10. If you are over 50, you have to take both these enzymes to replenish the antioxidant statin or cholesterol medication depletes. That's why today there is no cure for cardiovascular disease. High blood pressure, unless corrected, can lead to a cardiac arrest, clot, stroke, or surgery.
Please continue.
Yeah, this does not mean no one needs surgery, cholesterol, drugs, etc. But you also need doctors to tell you when these are necessary because overprescription is creating more sickness and financial stress on everyone. Many of us pop pills because we want our blood reports to look good. We don't make lifestyle changes and suffer from the side effects of these medicines. Cholesterol is one of the easiest things to manage with the right lifestyle changes.
So please remember, cholesterol is one of the easiest things to manage with a right lifestyle. You could be having whatever in your body, but now whatever these PowerPoints are coming our way, if we read them, if we define them gradually, I'm not saying let's start it over together. But if we start something of it, it's going to make a difference in our bodies and we're going to get better and better. So let's read further.
As discussed above, you must optimize your vitamin D intake to correct cholesterol. Reduce your intake of bad carbohydrates such as refined sugar and white flour.
So even for people who are making a lot of stuff with maida, please substitute maida. Like, I bake a lot. My cakes used to be maida. Like I'm talking about 4 5 years ago. Now I've started using, ragi, jowar atta. I've started using whole wheat and so much in my breads and in my cakes, and they taste great. And I have substituted white sugar completely with brown sugar, as in the jaggery sugar. It's like it takes a little time for you to switch over from this taste to that, but it's so much healthier, guilt-free eating, and that's a lifestyle. So now why should I give my family something which I'm not having? So that's how it goes. Even I've been taking orders for friends, like just not like financial orders, but when people they want these cakes, I make it for them just because it's healthy alternative. There's no need to have so much of fat, so much of bad carbohydrates. So let's make a conscious effort. Hey, kabhi aap you want to have a bhatura that's going to be made with maida, it's fine. But by large, please try and reduce all of these, anything to do with maida, anything to do with refined sugar, even naan. If you tell the restaurant, if you're going to have Indian food and you tell them I want whole wheat naan, they'll give it to you. So why do you want to have the maida ka naan? It tastes great, so why not? So okay, now the next point is very, very important. Please read it carefully.
Yeah. Don't overdo it with fruits, as it can cause a buildup of fructose, which your body cannot break down. This adversely impacts your triglyceride levels.
So fruits
Makes
have to be had in
Hmm.
moderation only. If possible, do not overdo on your fruits. Like your lunch meal, if it has a fruit, if you have one bowl of one fruit is great. You have a one bowl of mixed fruit, it's great. Don't overdo too much. And if possible, I'm not saying they do it. Start simply small. If possible, try and convert your one meal into fruits. If possible, breakfast in case you're not on intermittent fasting. Otherwise, maybe your lunch, because it's a myth that you have to have a grain to feel full. No, you don't have to. If you have like a nice bowl of a sprout salad, and if you have a nice bowl of fruits, it's a full meal by itself. I've been having for such a long time, and you're full, and your body needs that. So try and go. It's also raw, so it's helping your body heal. Okay, let's read further.
Yeah. Make sure to include heart-friendly food such as omega-3 from flax seeds, good quality fatty fish, avocados, whole eggs, nuts like walnuts, seeds, coconut oil, and ghee to improve your HDL levels.
So this
All
is
this,
great to
yeah,
add ghee and everything after a 2 weeks plant-based diet is over for the ones who are doing it. For the ones who are not doing it, in so ghee when had on falka, if the falka is the chapati, roti, whatever you call it, when it fluffs up and you put a top of ghee, it's very good for the body. But if you make a paratha with ghee, you're burning that ghee and then it becomes fatty. So there's a lot of difference in both the sciences. Now it's very good to have avocados with guacamole or whatever you like to have. Walnuts, flax seeds are great to add into your salads. Like yesterday, we had arugula leaves and we had a fruity salad. We also put walnuts and flax seeds. It makes your salads healthy for lunch, and it's great. Coconut oil, of course, is great if you like the taste of it. Otherwise, I'm only using it for oil pulling. People that living in the south, I'm sure they're having that coconut oil to cook. Now, when it comes to whole eggs, there's a very huge myth around that remove the yolk. Egg is not complete without the yolk. If you have an egg, have the full egg with the yellow and the white. Don't just remove that. So it's very important for you to be aware of these facts. Don't go around the myths that you've heard in the market. Now, Mr. Luke tells us exactly how it's supposed to have. So let's follow him. Okay, please.
all this then needs to be supplemented with exercise to increase blood circulation. It's not completely effective if you work out for 1 hour, but you are inactive for the next 9 hours. Shall I continue?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Reduce your stress by practicing pranayama, yoga, meditation, and deep breathing. When you sleep, your cholesterol levels get balanced. So, to make sure you get enough of it, moderate
So
your.
just one thing. So when you
Yeah.
sleep, just before you sleep, please tell your body and tell your pillow and your blanket that I'm going to have a deep sleep and I'm going to heal in this deep sleep. Please say that to yourself every single night before sleeping. When you mind scan the day and be thankful for whatever great has happened in your body. If you can scan the day, nothing like it, because when you next morning when you want to write your gratitude, it's easier. But tell your body that thank you for a beautiful day. Let's have a deep sleep and wake up tomorrow morning all fresh. Then you'll see automatically when you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm all fresh. Otherwise, okay, I'll wake up in 5 minutes. You keep scrolling your alarm, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, because you're not fresh. So when you tell yourself something, it actually works. Pranayam, of course, is very important. Yoga, I mentioned, is really important. Meditation, we all are doing, and deep breathing is something. Now, when we're meditating in the morning, we're just taking the deep breathing. Automatically, you realize even the day when you're normally breathing, your stomach will come out in the right time because cycle has kind of reversed, because now you're familiar that when do you have when the stomach goes in, when the stomach goes out, it's automatically a life corrective measure. And when possible, whenever in the car you're going here and there, consciously take a couple of deep breaths. For this, the best thing would be if you can put alarm on your phone every 1 hour or 2 hour, that let take 3 or 5 deep breaths. That way you're conscious and throughout the day you're doing it. One more thing which Luke says and which everyone says, even your Fitbits say, every hour, if you have 250 steps, is a better idea than just doing 1 hour of strenuous workout, any kinds, and rest being lazing. So it's important to be active throughout the day. You can't do 50 steps, make it lesser, but be active. So people who have Fitbits, you can put reminders. They will just pop up a little vibration that, come on, do it. Give me 12 to 50 steps. People who don't, put again reminders. Gradually, it will become part of your lifestyle. And when you're walking those steps, in case, in case you can add thank yous while walking, you'll realize that your quality of life will go to next level because you are having embraced an attitude of gratitude. So please remember, deep breathing is important, sleeping is important, eating right is important, and moving around is very, very important. Please read further.
Moderate your intake of alcohol. I meet many people who say they don't drink for 6 days a week, but binge drink on the seventh day. You're better off drinking every single day in moderation rather than consuming large amounts in one sitting. Binge drinking causes inflammation in your liver.
So, one more thing about drinking, when people have on the rocks and you have one, two, three, it's really harmful. If possible, start diluting your drinks and sip like very minuscule sip. You and the party, you and the element, you are having a glass in your hand. People won't say, now what are you drinking? Now what? There'll be no peer pressure. So keep drinking it if you have to, but very small so that one peg can last you like a much longer time. Drinking is not bad, but binge drinking is really bad. And so it's just nicer that that seventh day when you're rewarding yourself, don't abuse your body by binge drinking. You know, once in a while you want to get out completely, okay, maybe, but don't make it a regular weekly practice because you're the way of taking embracing health. So if there's such beautiful changes you're doing for your body, but on that one weekend you go and you just smoke it out or have too much of hookah or have too much of drinks, you're not doing good for your body. So please be careful. Okay, let's read further.
Excessive smoking puts pressure on your arteries, constricting them. Don't use olive oil for Indian cooking as you're adding toxins and free radicals that create inflammation in your body. Use the local oil you grew up on, such as coconut oil, mustard oil, peanut oil, pure oils, and nut oils. Unsaturated polyester, canola, and saturated vegetable oils are all rubbish as they create inflammation because they are so refined.
So please remember, he's done an analysis on the oils. Remember this paragraph. If you have the book we've shared already, click a picture and keep it. What's important for our country, our bodies, is the kind of oils we require. Don't fall for fadic stuff that this is good, this is good, this is good. Please have the right oils which are locally grown and just try and replace gradually. And it's just nice to add a little variety of oil once in a while. You cook your food in sarson ka tel, once in a while you cook in some other tail, because you're adding little nutrients to it, and they have to be less in quantity. So even your servants, if they're cooking, you can always say, "Abhi isme isko chhonk do," rather than having one, because then you're having a variety of oils going in your body which are required. So okay, great, and never very refined oils. All right, okay. Let's flip the page. I think that's the last for the day. Okay, just three more points. Yeah.
Include more probiotics and fermented food in your diet to keep your gut clean. Move to a plant-based diet. Eat more fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Stop eating out for a while and you will see the efforts very soon. I want to state clearly here that please do not stop taking your medication without prior approval from your doctor.
So one thing is there, when in the pandemic we were all locked down in our houses. I don't know how many of you lost weight. I don't know how many of you regained health because you had switched to completely homemade food. There was nothing called Swiggy. There was nothing called any restaurants being open, and we went back to our basics. And a lot of us really healed. Similarly, Luke always talks about fermented foods. So if you're having South Indian food, it's really great because it's completely fermented. The appams, the idlis, the dosas, they're amazing. So try and have them because they're really good for our body. They're natural probiotics. Similarly, medication is something I promise you a lot of you will get off it. A lot of you will get off it. And already yesterday, my dosage has come down lesser. I got a blood test done and my thyroid levels have really been controlled. Doctor says, okay, go lesser. So very soon this bottle is going to go out of my life because I am on a medical thing. I'm telling her and I'm in touch with her, but it's reducing day by day. Why? Because mentally I'm clean. And then I'm telling my body that I'm naturally developing my thyrox. I don't need it from outside. So, when you talk to yourself and your body, it responds to you. You tell your body, okay, I need to sleep. I've had a great day. Come on, let's sleep. A lot of you have said, yes, we are sleeping so beautifully. So in the lockdown, somebody's lost weight, they're having house-made food. So it's absolutely great to come back to our basics level. So thank you so much, Ritesh sir, for showcasing this brilliant book. Every day morning, we learn so much about our body and our lifestyle. It's just a magical book. Let's move on to the day 19 of Louise Hay. We're coming to an end of this gorgeous book, Louise Hay's book, and I don't know how many of you have really enjoyed her, but I have loved her. And people who haven't, sorry, day 20. Yeah, tomorrow we get over with the book. And again, I want to repeat, have you seen the movie Secrets? Please, if you haven't seen, see it. I'm not just saying it for myself, it's good for all of us. So please, please, please see it because you realize how wonderful it is. So today, for people who are parents, it's good to teach your children also how to work in the mirror. People who are not parents, just read it and probably help your nieces, nephews, or little children in your life. So come on, let's read this beautiful chapter number 20. Yes,
Yes.
Ashima, you read the introduction to magic. It's beautiful. This book is beautiful. So, day after we start the very first day, which is Count Your Blessings. So, today and tomorrow, you have 2 more days to finish reading to finish seeing your Secrets movie and to finish reading the introduction chapters. And also the chapter one, because when we read it one day prior, we can at least do a review on the chapter here in the class and start exercises from day after. Okay, great. Sudha, please go ahead.
Yes. Teaching mirror work to children. Children also face the stresses of life. Today, you learn how to practice mirror work with little ones and you watch the miracles that happen. You're nearly at the end of this course and you are doing beautifully. I applaud your commitment and dedication. Every day you practice your mirror work, you're giving yourself the gift of love. And every day you practice your mirror work, you are letting go of old negative beliefs you have been carrying around for so long. Where, where did these negative beliefs come from? We picked them up as children. We absorbed every word that was said to us. The more we heard our parents or adults saying negative things about us, the more we believed them.
So please remember, We all have been conditioned inside. We've read in this book about the inner critic. We've talked about it. And it's the inner critic is a reflection of our parents, our grandparents, our relatives around, because they have criticized us, maybe constructively, maybe destructively. And we have grown up with the beliefs that this is what we are about us. So if your parents or if your kaki or chachis or whoever, remember, children just need the gift of love. Children don't need your negative beliefs. Don't limit them and say, beta, this is not meant for you. You're meant to become a designer, you're meant to become a businessman, or you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. Tell them whatever you want, it's you who can do it. There's nothing limiting you. Whatever you wish in the world can happen. So please don't limit yourself. I can't do this, mama. I can't do that, papa. This is not meant for me. No, these are limiting beliefs. We have grown up with them. Let's not make our children grow up with them. So please, every word we as parents say to them, or even we as relatives say that to them, really makes a lot of difference, especially parents. So negativity is completely out, because now we want to tell them that we believe in you. Become their best friends. Parenting is great, but becoming friends of your children is very, very great. Okay, next page. Please read, Sudha.
Growing up, we often called one another cruel and hurtful names and belittled one another. But why did we do this? Where did we learn such behavior? Many of us were told by our parents or teachers that we were stupid or dumb or lazy, that we are troublemakers or we are not good enough. Maybe we cringed when we heard these statements, but we believed them. Little did we realize how much these beliefs hurt or how deeply embedded our pain and shame would become.
So, if you have children, there are two of them or three of them, and आपस में they're ridiculing each other. The elder one is saying something ridiculing to the younger one. You can't do this, you're silly. Even cut that crap. There's a game also called Cut the Crap. Just delete it. Just say, why? If I say this to you, would you like this ridiculing? It may be just like a friendly, banter between them. But the thing is, to release this out of the system and tell them, let's not be degrade somebody. Let's not belittle anyone. We are here to grow as people, as children, as family, as cousins, or as siblings. Let's not say something which is making the other child cringe. Because if somebody says you're a bum, obviously I will cringe, and especially little children. So let's see the language they're talking between each other, because sometimes even sibling language, sibling jargon also plays in our mind. So let's speak a little conscious now. Okay, let's read further.
Look back at some of the more difficult lessons of this course, lessons in which you uncovered beliefs that were blocking you. When did your mirror work and journaling? When you did your mirror work and journaling, did you find that those beliefs often stemmed from past hurts from your childhood? Shall I continue?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I was not taught in school that my choice of words would have an effect on my life. No one taught me that my thoughts were creative, that they would literally shape my destiny, or that what I gave out verbally would return to me as life experiences. No one ever taught me that I was worth loving or that I deserved to have good things happen to me. Certainly, nobody taught me that life was here to support me.
How wonderful. So, unfortunately, nobody has taught anybody that life is there to support you, that life has your back, that universe has your back. And nobody's told you that you are creative. Why is it that society is built in a fashion where they say only designers are creative? Why isn't every human being creative? We are creating our lives, right? Every day in meditation, we hear that we are creating our lives. So we are the creators. If we are the creators, obviously we are creative. And when you open your mind to creating, a new world opens up. So please tell your children also that you're very creative, and whatever creation you're doing is brilliant. But ultimately, you're creating your life the way you want, better, not the way I want. So to shift the focus from me to you. You want to get good marks, your criteria. Like when I grew up, Nani Ma Bauji told me, "Beta, तुम्हारे जो भी marks आएंगे, it's your takeaway, not ours. If you're excelling well, you're enjoying, it's yours, not ours." They shifted the entire focus from them to us. You study hard, you get better marks. You do better, You are the one who gets accolades. So, the entire shift came was beautiful because they made us responsible. Similarly, I can tell you that please make your children responsible because it's not about us imposing our dreams on the children. So it's a very spiritual connection. You may have given birth to the children, brought them in the universe, but they are independent souls who've had like a long life. Let them unleash their creativity. Let them reach out, whatever age they are in, whether they are in the early toddlers, infants, whether they're teenagers, whether they're adults. Tell them now. Even now is a great idea to hear from your parents. Parents saying something makes a lot of difference. So please tell them that the life has their back. Life is not tough to live. Okay, let's read further.
Yeah. We can change all that are for our children now. One of the most important things we can do for them is to remind them of the basic truth that they are lovable. Our role as parents is not to be perfect, to get everything right, but to be loving and kind.
This is very important line. If you want to portray yourself as a perfect parent, you're sorry, you're putting your child in a dilemma. There's nothing called perfection. In fact, open your heart out and tell them it's okay to falter. Because tomorrow, if in the life they are falling down for some reason, at least they know that there are failures. They're not in the picture perfect world that all is perfect in my world. It is perfect in my world. It's the way we perceive it. But if you tell them that everything has to go by the T, no. There are shortcuts, there are detours. You tend to fall, there are obstacles coming your way, and it's okay to embrace them. So get it right with your children that life is full of love and nothing, you can be how you want. Just live your life beautifully because you are the creator. Please. Yes, they have a lot of, yeah, next paragraph is very, very important.
Children today have a lot more issues to deal with than we did when we were their age. They are steadily barraged with news about critical state of the world and are continually having to make complex choices. How children handle these challenges is a direct reflection of how they truly feel about themselves. The more children love and respect themselves, the easier it will become for them to make the right choices in life.
So we have to make our children love themselves. We have to make our children respect themselves. And when we do that, our beautiful job of a parent is accomplished because then our children can make an easier lifestyle choice and they can be successful individuals because they will be complete. However, they are, they will be complete. So let's read more.
It is important that we instill in our children a sense of independence and power and the knowledge that they can make a difference in today's world. Above all, it is important to teach them to love who they are and to know that they are good enough no matter what.
No matter what, they're good enough. No matter, people say, एक बूंद से क्या ocean में है? बूंद बूंद से तो घड़ा भरता है. So every single child, every single individual, every single soul can make a difference in today's world. Monish may be making a green revolution by having organic stuff available to all of us, but we, one person in our family, whether we are a man, whether we are a woman, if we introduce going back to the basics in our life, we're doing the same with our extended family, maybe with our friend circle. Imagine what we're doing. If we're learning something great, we're sharing the knowledge with our friends. We're saying, okay, I'm having a difference. You too join this forum. I mean, I'm not talking about joining the Bond one-to-one sessions, but just like maybe there's book or something. Imagine how much of difference you're making to the life of others. So we have it in us to make a difference in today's world. Come what may, with our learnings, with our teachings, we all are the powerhouse. We all are knowledgeable, and it's getting sharpened every day now with these lifestyle skills, with these transformation series. Similarly, let's embrace that culture and expand our knowledge bank.
Young people are looking up to us and listening to every word we say. Be a shining example of positive statements and affirmations. When you begin to believe them,
Young people
so
are
will
looking
your
to
children.
us and listening to. Okay,
Sorry, couldn't you hear?
I
Oh,
continue.
oh,
Sorry,
okay.
please continue.
No problem. Young people are looking up to us and listening to every word we say. Be a shining example of positive statements and affirmations. When you begin to believe them, so will your children. Nurture the children in your life. Nurture the children in your life just as you are learning to nurture yourself. Remember, nobody has the perfect child or the perfect parent. We are bound to make poor choices at one time or another. That is simply part of learning and growing.
And that makes life beautiful. When we make poor choices, it makes it beautiful because we realize that there's so much to take away from that poor choice we made. Are we flipping the page, Ritesh sir?
In the growing process, what is important to is to love your child unconditionally and most important, to love yourself unconditionally. Then watch the miracles happen for your children as well as for yourself. Let's affirm I can be what I want to be. I can do what I want to do. All life supports me.
So, one quick request, if possible. In case you can handwrite this, I can be what I want to be, I can do what I want to do, all life supports me. These are three lines. If you can write them down and get them, laminated and put them on the mirror in your children's bathrooms or your bathrooms, this is something while you're on the pot or while you're brushing, you will be reading every morning. It's really, really beautiful because that's going to become a ritual. The more you read, the more it goes in subconscious mind, and then it's just not an exercise and affirmation for one day. It's going to get intertwined with your mind because this is the mother of all, right? I can be what I want to be. I can do what I want to do. All life supports me. Isn't it magical that we are the creators of whatever we want and the life has my back? So, if possible, please do this. Your children may not remember if they're really tiny babies right now, they may not know this, but as they grow up, this will come in their psyche and that will become very, very beautiful. So, let's read about the mirror exercise today morning.
Yeah. Your day 20 mirror work exercise. 1. I would like you to watch a video of a sweet little girl doing her affirmations. It's called Jessica's Daily Affirmation, and you can see it on YouTube. 2. Watch this video with your child or any child in your life, even with your inner child. 3. Ask your child to do its own daily affirmations, just as Jessica did in the video. Ask the child what it is happy about and have it tell to the mirror. 4. You can start this exercise by doing your own mirror work and inviting your child to join in. Say simple affirmations like, I love you. I love everything about you. I am great. I am beautiful. I have cool hair. I can dance like a TV star. 5. Schedule a time every day to do a mirror work with your child, even if only for a few minutes in the morning.
So this can become your ritual when you have your reflection time in the evening or something with your child. Have a silly dance, just hug them, and just say, let's stand in front of the mirror and let's do something funny. Make faces initially, make it fun, and gradually start intertwining such kind of habits of mirror work. So what's happening is you're teaching them from day one. Okay, let's look in the eye. Let's make a funny thing, with children who are younger. Let's look in the eyes. Let's say, okay, I'm beautiful. Introduce this at a young age. So you know what's happening? You're introducing them to the power of looking in the eyes. When you start doing exercise at whatever age you're in right now, uh, you couldn't see yourself in the mirror. So if you introduce this to them at this age in a funny fashion, in a fun fashion, you realize they're able to accept themselves very, very, very easily. So thank you for reading. It was beautiful as always. Thank you so much, Sudha, for reading. And great.
The
Let's turn
journaling
the
exercise.
yes, of course. Please, of course. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yes.
The power is within you, your day 20 journaling exercise. 1. Begin today's journaling exercise by reading a story excerpted from my book, The Adventures of Lulu. You can access it by visiting www.louishay.com. 2. Have drawing paper, colored pencils, colored markers, crayons, and glue ready. and ask your child to draw a magic mirror to go to, just as Lulu does in the book. Encourage the child to decorate the mirror, glue pretty pictures around it, add glitter and sparkles to the frame, cover it in a riot of color. 3. With your child, take turns looking in the magic mirror and saying wonderful things about yourself. 4. Write down the positive statements you have your child say so you can repeat them when you do your morning mirror work together.
So I'm not sure how much it's possible in the mornings. Children have their classes. So maybe find a time in the afternoon, maybe their lunch break, maybe the evening time, whenever. If you can start this with the children, you're grooming them for a better tomorrow. If you can't, obviously, then the onus lies on you. All these self-help books are just ideas. How we want to intertwine in our life completely depends upon us. And that is how our growth evolves. If we're doing it, we're going to grow stronger. If not, it's going to take time, but it's not like we'll not grow up. We will. Today's heart thought is very, very beautiful. Please do it right now. Please read it right now and do it and follow it. Not just read it, just follow it. Okay.
Yeah. Your heart thought for day 20, I communicate openly with my children. It is vitally important to keep the lines of communication open with children, especially during the teen years. So often, children are told things like, don't say that, don't do that, don't feel that, don't be that way, don't express that. When all they hear is don't, they stop communicating. Then, when children are older, parents complain, my children never call me. Why don't they call? Because the lines of communications have been cut. That's why. When you're open with your children using positive statements like, it's okay to feel sad, and you can talk to me about it, and you encourage them to share the feelings, the lines of communication will be restored.
So there's one way of bringing up children. I've been according to Louis say, what if we replace our jargon of don't with stuff like you can? There's nothing should be should. There's nothing which is don't. Let's replace should and don't with you could and would you want to. This way, you're empowering your child with a thought and you're not telling them don't. You're saying whatever you want, you can do, right? So if they're sleeping late, very late in the night, just say, what if you start sleeping 2 hours prior or 1 hours prior? And what if you start detoxing from your laptops and iPads and iPhones 2 hours prior? Just start talking to them in a way that it may be conducive with the atmosphere. You don't want children to become rebellious. So don't has to definitely go away if you want a communication even later. Right now, just very few of us have grown up children. What if they stop calling you up? What if they don't feel the need to talk to you every day? Then how would you feel? So please open the lines of communication. It can still be done. So until Ritesh sir flips this book, today's meditation is again very beautiful. So until sir changes to the heart thoughts, let's just remember that life is beautiful and we are creating it with everyone around, be it friends, family, children. So if you are the creator and you are creating your life, you can empower the others as well equally. So and that's going to be very, very powerful for all of us. Kuldeep ji, I hope your cervical is a little better. And Monish, I hope you're okay. You've not been doing peak state programming, so I hope things are okay. So all right, let's. Okay, so great. We'll do that once we finish this hard thought for the day. Not well. Okay, you will get well, Kuldeep ji. Just say the affirmation to you that I am perfectly well, and you will be. And Monish, okay, it's an ankle twist. You'll be fine soon too. Great. Absolutely. I love this about you, Monish. You're such a positive person. So it's great that you hear the affirmation. All right. So today's heart thought is beautiful. Here we were talking about criticism. And did did Louis say no that we'll jump from the child chapter to this chapter? It's so wonderful how the cues keep coming in. So it's all about criticism. So let's say the affirmation, I love being me. Every time you make a judgment or a criticism, you are sending something out that is going to come back to you. And this is so relevant. This is there for ourselves, for the others. If we give a criticism, if we criticize somebody or we say something negative, it's coming back to us somehow or the other. So let's become very sure that let's not criticize anymore because I love being me. So Dhaji, please read. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Can you imagine how wonderful it would be if you could live your life without ever being criticized by anyone? Wouldn't it be wonderful to feel totally at ease, totally comfortable? You wouldn't you would get up in the morning and you would know you are going to have a wonderful day because everybody would love you and nobody would criticize you or put you down. You would just feel great. You know what? You know what? You can give this to yourself. You can make the experience of living with you the most wonderful experience imaginable. You can wake up in the morning so thrilled to find yourself and feel the joy of spending another day with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sudha, for being a
Thank
delightful
you so
reader.
much, Sakshi.
Such a privilege. Thank you so much. God bless. So it's wonderful, isn't it? If every day we are, we are appreciated and we're not criticized, and that makes us feel so good. You know, if we stop getting instructions from people, if we stop being told that this is not good, that's not good, aise karo, waise karo, it's like, somebody's having a manual to your life. Somebody's holding you like a puppet and saying, do this, do that, do that. Would we like that? So let's realize that when we don't want to be told by others what to do, we know we're intelligent enough. And that's the way we want to bring up our family and our children. And that's how we want to live our life wonderfully because we are completely at ease. We are so comfortable with ourselves that we are growing up. And life is experiential, life is beautiful, life is worth living every moment. So let's wake up to this beautiful life and tell ourselves that we are truly joyful and that every day is a real, real joy. So, with more power to each one of us, today's chapter comes to an halt. Ritesh sir, if you can show us the MIS for yesterday and the Angel Guardian form, it would be great so that all of us can see where we stand. And to everyone who's logged on now, we 66 members as of now. When we began our Pixel programming at 5:30, we were 51 members. So to those 15, I'm not naming you, but you know who you are. Your Sangh members know who you are. Please wake up. 5 minutes is all about integrity, commitment. You have to be there for yourselves. Richa, I love your daughter. She's really cute. Okay. So good morning to you, little bacha. Welcome to your son or your daughter, whoever. Very, very, very cute. I think son. I mean, the hair being cropped off. So it's adorable to see little children popping up with their parents. It's really, really cute. So more power to everyone. And how wonderful. So today's thing, son. Yeah, I thought so. I could see his hair, but just once it looked like, wow. Aren't they amazing? I mean, if I look at the top flag, it's completely green. I love it. So fantastic, fantastic. I love the yellows too. Uh, Okay, so is Rupal here? No, Rupal is not here. Can someone tell me, her Sangha Mitras, can you tell me in the group chat, why is Rupal not here? Where is this girl trotting now? Which part of the world is she in? In the pandemic times, this girl is traveling so much. So, girls, hold on, Monica. Again, okay, great. So, I love to see this yellow. And I think yesterday Ritesh sir called you, Monica. Please let me know on the chat because you were having a problem. And we discussed this, and sir was supposed to call you. So, I hope it's sorted. Good to see you in yellow. And Anchal, great to see you in yellow. I love yellows. She's in a marriage. Okay. And then she's been partying hard, drinking hard, and not been waking up in the morning. This girl needs a piece of our minds. All right. Kavita, you forgot the assignment yesterday. It's okay to forget once in a while. It's fine, but okay. Shweta, ma'am, I think you're too busy. You also forgot. Ayushi, you also forgot. So please remember that assignment. I know you all have been here in the classes and you all have done your assignments. But if I see the assignment score, at least I know whether you're doing it or not. So it's just nicer for me to know where we stand. So you posted it. Did you click screenshot and send to Ritesh sir, Ayushi? आपने किया था screenshot? Did you do that? Because as I said, You're supposed to do a screenshot and send to Ritesh, sir. It takes a second. That's also a part of integrity. But I'm very happy to see the scores. Thank you, everyone. They're seeming absolutely wonderful. Yes, so Ayushi, please wake up. These are cues from the universe to us that we should wake up. Akshay, we had a word yesterday. I'm sure you were busy. You couldn't do it because you have been regular with your work. It's okay. Next time, let's do it and let's be active. Archana Agarwal ji, Kavita has also submitted an assignment, says her. Did you send the screenshot to Ritesh sir, Kavita? If you haven't, please start doing it because we need to know what's happening. I don't think the system is favoring any one of us. So just be a little careful. Archana Agarwal, if you haven't done it, it's something that you should get back at it. Sweta, I think, will also have to leave the course because she's not coming in. And Anika, you wanted to have your sister Neha. Has she fulfilled the criteria of the last assignments? Is she ready? Because tomorrow is the last day for mirror work. If she joins only tomorrow or day after. Thereafter, I will not allow her to join. So she must complete her assignments and she has to join tomorrow, make all the formalities and join. I haven't sent her books either because she hasn't registered officially. So Kuldeep ji, yes, it's answerability, it's accountability. अगर हमको अपनी life, if we have to change our life in these remaining 97 odd days, obviously we have to be very alert about our work. So Monish, you have a question. All my friends get angry on me. It's almost about 7 months, as I have to go to sleep by 9:30 or 10, and I don't meet them often, as I have to get up early. What should I do to them? What should be the right affirmation? So, Monish, you have to create a balance. It's thank you, Ritesh, sir, and you can showcase the angel guardian form until I speak to Monish. So, Monish, while I'm looking at you and talking to you, I can just tell you something that meeting friends is very, very important. It's like a balm on the soul. It's like that fresh feeling that we have with. So, I think you should be meeting them. It's not like you shouldn't meet them. So, please, either if you men are possible, sometimes for lunch, sometimes on a Sunday, do take out some time for them. So you need to meet them. You used to meet them every day. So yes, every day is not probably possible now, but at least the time is 9, 8, 10:30. So one day meet them, yeah. One day sleep a little lesser. You wake up in the morning at 5, so you have even then you're not compromising with sleep. It's okay once in a while. Okay, Ritesh sir, showcasing us, they want to meet daily. So then you have an affirmation. My friends understand my new lifestyle, and I'm leading by example. So then I think it'll change. So Kanchan, thank you so much for being there for your group. It's lovely to see that your group is doing so well. Thank you so much. Priyal, thank you for your commitment. Anchal, thank you for your commitment. Okay, sir is Ritesh sir is Sanjay sir is there with us. Sanjay sir, please take over the microphone and start addressing us.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Ma'am, this is the report for Angel of the group. So
Right,
this is
sir.
the first group, and Kanchan Kumawat is the angel of this group, and she filled 3 days. Okay, same year,
Ji.
group 2, Priyal ma'am, then group 3, Achal Gupta, and then at the top just see grand total, how much marks
Ji, sir.
they opted. And after that,
Yes,
group
sir.
4, Meenakshi Sharma ma'am. Then group 5, Radhika Kaya ji. Group 6, Neha Agrawal.
So lovely Ashima, lovely Anika, lovely Shilpa, great Monica. So, sir, we need to change the spelling of guardian. It's G. We'll talk about this. The spelling of guardian needs to change. So great that all of you are doing. It's just to tell you that, let's wake up for our friends. Let's wake up for each other. Let's just get alert and let's do it. So गीतिका ने कल 2 बार सबमिट की असाइनमेंट, एक बार 65 स्कोर आया था, एक बार 70 आया था. तो सर 65 वाला स्कोर हटा दीजिएगा. Let's edit that. Otherwise the total will become just unnecessary. I can see third day पे दो उनकी submissions हुई हैं.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I request to all of them, okay, don't submit
जी.
twice, thrice in a day. Only one time. First of all, find out all information related
Yes.
to all group group information, and after that they fill the form. Otherwise, so many things are there.
I understand, sir. And thank you so much, sir, for your patience. And we will be very alert. So doesn't matter if Kuldeep ji and everyone requesting to fix a time in your Sangha. What is the right time for you to be doing it? Sir, is there a deadline for us to fill these Angel Guardian forms?
No, ma'am, there is no deadline, but only
Okay.
once in a day.
So, sir, can we make a deadline of 10 o'clock in the evening for everything, even your MIS, both the MISs?
Okay, ma'am.
So if 10 o'clock is possible, 10 p.m. is possible, then, sir, she's asking, what about group 7? Can we see group 7? Dipali ji is asking. Group 7. Yeah, group 7 is here, Dipali. So it already says that your angel filled it. Guardian probably hasn't filled. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay.
And
great.
ma'am, just see, in this group 2 angels are here.
Yeah, that's okay, sir. मैंने इन लोग को बोला था कि कभी कोई नहीं करे तो second person can fill in. Okay, don't keep a deadline, Sanjay sir, because people don't. So it's okay not to have a deadline. It's all right. Okay, fine. Let's go further. So people, whoever is delaying it, then for that day you will become the angel or the guardian, because then the other person will not be responsible. For example, if Kuldeep ji is submitting late, let him become the angel, because then it's his responsibility that his group score should be fine. The entire, group shouldn't suffer. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right.
Yes.
That's fine, Sanjay sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And from tomorrow, we will try a question in group 3 why it's 0. What about this question, Meenakshi? What group 3? So let's just see group 3. Group 3 is not 0. Who says it's 0? Yesterday, nobody's filled on day 1. So day 2, day 3 scores are very much here. Why will it be 0, Meenakshi? Please be a little alert. No, why is group 8 0? Now let's see group 8. Group 4, question 3. Group 4, question 3. What question? It's not a question. So I don't know. The question was, sir,
Question,
sir, she has a
ma'am,
point.
question
She has
is
a
related
point.
to region. Question is related to region. If anyone absent, that's why it is 0.
So हमने नहीं सर हमने कहा था बहुत क्लियरली हमने उसमें ऐड भी किया था पॉइंट कि there has to be second point which is 25 marks अगर not applicable है तो 25 मिलेगा ना सर so they are right about it वो आपने alter नहीं किया
No, ma'am. So it means कि he or she is absent. That's why they have
नहीं
to
सर
write
एब्सेंट नहीं है ना सर आप देखो क्वेश्चन 1 क्वेश्चन 2 में सारे पांचों मेंबर्स आए हैं तो
here,
ऑब्वियसली रीजन ही नहीं है उनके पास
here.
नहीं सर सर हम ग्रुप 4 की बात कर रहे हैं
Okay.
हम ग्रुप 4 की बात कर रहे हैं क्वेश्चन 3 में अगर मेंबर्स पूरे आए हैं तो ऑब्वियसली 3 इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल 25% मार्क्स आएंगे सर Thank you so much for asking this question. We will work on this. Thank you, Reena. I really respect this. And हमको ये बताया गया था already from Ravi ji. So thank you so much. Sir, we'll work on this again. एक बार discuss कर लेते हैं आज. And we yes, Alona, Sailesh will work on group 7 also. So हम इसको questions को एक बार देख लेंगे.
Yes, ma'am. This is the third question, ma'am. Did you connect with absentee?
So, sir, the thing is, इसमें एक not applicable भी तो option आएगा ना? कल को कोई सब लोग present हैं तो not applicable आएगा.
Okay.
जैसे question 4 में है.
Okay, okay.
रितेश सर मैंने कहा था ये चीज आपको सर यू विल फॉलो अप विद संजय सर प्लीज बिकम अ लिटिल अलर्ट थैंक यू सो मच ओके we'll sort this out at the back end thank you so much okay any question answers Ravi ji want to share something with us thank you Ritesh sir thank you Sanjay sir thank you so much yeah Achal we'll look into the question 4 also okay fine I'll disable
Morning.
you. Let me find you. Where are you? Okay, not on the first screen. Ravi ji, not on the second screen.
Good morning, everyone.
हाँ जी, बोले रवि जी.
This was regarding the usage of mobile phone by children. We are not able to control them, and they are always glued to their screens, which is a problem for everybody. So what I did was, in the G Suite, which we are using, there is one more app, a family link. So you can make your own family link through that app, wherein you, your wife, and your kids are connected. And the best part about that app is that you can control the mobile of your child, which means that what I do is I lock the phone automatically. I had set it in such a manner that it locks automatically at 9 p.m., and then it is a dabba and it starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. So entire night they cannot use the phone. That is one.
Raviji,
Second is,
let me tell you something. Please don't share this knowledge bank because it may be going with your psyche, not with ours. I don't believe in being a control freak, and I don't want to teach that to my co-seekers. You're following it, you're liking it, great. Please do not teach these things because I don't believe in controlling. Let the children become empowered to do that on their own. Sorry to cut you in, but let's not talk about this app. You want to share with your son, please go ahead. I don't really wish to teach these things. I don't wish to be controller parent, or I don't wish my co-seekers to be controllers. I wish to be empowering our children that they should know what is good for them and bad for them. There are many apps also, Ravi. See, it's not about Google Suite. There are so many apps where parents can switch off the phones and it can just become a non-smartphone. But I made the mistake when I was much younger, like 8 years younger. I will never repeat that because you're making your children, so it works on chemicals in the body. So please, sorry to cut you here. Please don't talk about this here. Sorry. Okay, let's do meditation, everyone, because people need to leave. You know, we have become such as victims of power and gadgets, and we forget that there's something called a human aspect, which is so important in ourselves and our children. The more you control, your children will never listen to you when they grow up. And then you will complain. Let's all close our eyes. Back straight. Feet firmly placed on the ground. Once you've all settled, let's take a deep breath in. One deep breath. Hold and release. Once more, take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Third time, take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Life is magical. Life is beautiful. Life is a celebration. It's complete. And we are getting centered and grounded and balanced every single day. We are flowing with life. We are empowering ourselves and our loved ones to see that we are whole and complete. That we don't need instructions from anyone. Be it our parents, be it our children, be it our spouses. We no longer need the control buttons because we are whole and complete. We wake up in the morning being blessed, asking the universe to make our day beautiful because we wake up with gratitude for our bed, for our pillow, for our blankets, for deep sleep. We thank Mother Earth. We thank all the necessities that we get, and we are ever so grateful. These days, we try and walk steps of gratitude. These days, we try and say gratitude at least 100 times a day. From now on, we'll try and do 250 steps also a day, an hour, so that we are moving smartly. We're trying to unclutter our brains, our hearts, and our bodies by eating all things basic. For 2 weeks, let's take up this challenge and let's clear our energy by giving it organic food, fresh cooked food. Let's savor in the taste of raw food. Let's savor in the taste of cooked food. Let's enjoy life to the premium best because we deserve to live a life of abundance in all walks of our life: health, wealth, and mental health, most importantly. It's a holistic growth. We're healing our mind, our body, and we're nurturing our soul. We're waking up to happiness. We're waking up to knowledge about our body. We are also working on the mirror, on loving ourselves. And many of us have had breakthroughs. And many of us will continue this journey even more. Let's love life and let's live life and live a whole and complete life because life is magical and so it is. Let's roll our heads to Mother Earth and thank her for grounding us, for making us humble, for making our roots grow in Mother Earth every single day. Thank you, Mother Earth, for always keeping me balanced, centered, grounded, and humble. I wish to always be like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bring our eyes at the eye level and thank our beautiful bodies, thank our beautiful life that we've traversed for the years that we've lived on this Mother Earth. Dear life, thank you for all the scenes I've lived, the good and the bad experiences, because I am truly nurtured. And today, I'm ready to have victory over my bad times because I know it's all in my thoughts. I have created my thoughts and I am going to create my life because I am the creator. And I know my future life, the road ahead is all shiny and bright because it's blessed with abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's roll our heads above and see the universe, open our hands and be grateful. Thank you, dear universe. Thank you for having our backs. Dear cosmos, dear divinities, dear angels, and dear guardians, thank you, thank you, thank you for guiding us and being there for us. We're truly grateful. And now, let's energize our hands by rubbing them. And let's thank our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our teeth, our tongue, our jawline, our cheeks, our eyebrows, our ears, our scalp, our hair, our brain for restructuring, reprogramming, reorganizing, unlearning, and learning. Our neck, our esophagus, our shoulders, arms, upper and lower, hands, fingers, thumb and nails, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips and spinal cord. Our lungs, feel our heartbeat, and thank it for being in coherence with your brain. Our liver, our stomach, our intestines, large and small, excretory systems, our sexual organs, our thighs, front and back, upper and lower, knees, legs, front and back, feet, ankles, toe fingers, and nails. Let's come back and bless our body and thank it for the gift of life, gift of health. Thank our muscles, our fibers, our blood circulation system, our tissues, and every little cell in our body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's once again bring our hand at the heart level, and with all the love in our heart, let's feel it come between our palms. Lots of love and lots of blessings, because we wish and we bless each one of our Sangha members for their dreams to come to fruition. And so it is. Lots of love and blessings. Anjuji, Pramila, Shilpa, Shweta, Kavita, Alifia, Amisha, Kirti, love your smile, Kainath, Nitika, Preeti, Akshay, Reena, Sudha, Ritesh sir, Archana, love your smile, Puneet, the Buddha smile, Neelam, Achal, Kainath, Nisha, Sunita ji, Radhika, Poonam, Shilpa, Amisha, Sapna, Reema, Ashima, Shelly, Radhika, Raviji, Kiranmay, Alona, Sailesh, Mehak, Shraddha, Sudha, Anika, Kashni, Archana, Payal, Ankita, still missing Akshay, Rajni, Gitika, Richa and your son, Ruchita, Kavita, Shalu, Priyal, Monish, Mudita, Harpreet, Pratima ji and Ayushi. If I missed anybody, Sangeeta, Sapna, thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful morning of learning and growing. I just am wishing all of you the very best, and I just know that life's going to get magical. And I just want to say on a parting note that we have all suffered, sometimes knowingly, unknowingly, by the criticism we faced as children. Because none of us were perfect, and none of us can ever be perfect because we are humans. We will err. Similarly, now that we know that life is beautiful, let's not control our spouses, let's not control our children, let's not control our parents because we are flowing with life. Let's appreciate everyone. Love is the biggest balm. The more you love, the more you understand them, the more they will respond to you, the more life will respond to you. Similarly, a request, if possible, to the people who work, don't control your staff either. Learn them, learn their skills, get them to work for you beautifully because respect and love will make them work much more than control will. So, at this note, I wish you all a seamless, flowing life because it's going to make it very, very beautiful. Yes, Ankita, I totally agree. If we give a choice to our children or any of our family members or staff, they will learn to make the right decisions. And even if they falter, like, I'm telling you, I have new staff in my factory, thanks to my coach, RJ sir. We make mistakes, but I just say it's okay to make mistakes. I don't reprimand them because we're all learning. So let's learn to be a little more humble. That's the reason why in the morning we say, thank you, dear Mother Earth, for grounding us, for making us humble, because let's not have these egos. We are nothing. These egos are absolutely, they've killed us. So let's grow up beautifully. Let's actually become the angels and the guardians for people and ourselves. So that's my request and that's my humble prayer for each one of you. And anything else, any reflections? Anybody? Preeti, you had a question. I'm sorry I missed it. Let me scroll over. I want to ask something that my younger brother Vishwajit is teenage and in 10th standard he is interested in doing business and being an entrepreneur. When he does study, he reads other books business related. That's good, but I want him to study in this time. So what should I do to bring him on study track? He studies but not like continuous. Dr. Preeti, academics are great And if he wishes to be an entrepreneur, please don't become a mother. I know I mean, not having a dad around, you probably think it's your responsibility to be a mother. But please remember, every soul has a purpose. If he wishes to be an entrepreneur, he's just inviting it. Tell him he has all the power. Tell him he can do it. Please don't force your stuff because you have studied, you love books. He doesn't. It's okay. Respect his individuality, respect who he is. So it's all right. If you want to do something, maybe do affirmations, maybe speak to him, but continuous studies don't get you everything. Even studying in 1 hour in the Brahma Muhurat is equal to 4 hours a day. So please try and give him the science of life and don't become a controller once again. That's my request to you. You are different, he's different. You're different souls with a different purpose. Okay. All right. Okay. Shilpa says, I'm teaching my 6-year-old gratitude video Magic Rock every day and also thanking for things he wants. I started saying, if I say thank you to God, will think he's thanking for something I have not given, so will give me some immediately. Lovely, Shilpa. Make them realize that attitude of gratitude is very important. Yes, so we will start Ashima, we will start this magic book day after, which is the 6th. So when we come on the 6th morning, we must have read the first chapter of magic because here we will only be reviewing it. We will not read it because we have a lot of intensive studies to do. So we'll just be doing a review of the chapter and following it hereafter. So I hope I'm clear. So thank you so much. And Dr. Preeti, thank you for being a learner. That's what I love about you, that you're always ready to learn, and it's so beautiful. Alona and Sailesh, thank you that your daughters are also following gratitude practice. I saw them dancing in the moon as well. It was very cute to see them in the Santa caps dancing. So it's lovely to see families grow, nothing like it. And if we can involve our children in our learning and our parents, it's about my mother-in-law is following the magic book as well. So it's beautiful to see everyone grow together. So it's lovely. May all of us grow every single day and may our family and our loved ones grow. So one more thing, I've begun the magic book in my factory also. So we have a scorecard where whatever they're doing, they have to update. Similarly, they have to update whether they've done the magic book. So sometimes by forcing, sometimes by understanding, if everyone can grow together in life, how wonderful. So great. I've shared, I've made one of my staff members in charge. He puts the video of YouTube on the group. So we're just growing together. So let's all grow. That's how it should be. My daughter thanks the driver once we reach home and waits for him to say welcome. How sweet, Ankita. She's 2.5. How lovely. Is it possible to share meditation which you do in the class? Nisha, we tried that, but Shweta ma'am gets so involved and I can't expect her to, she's a co-seeker. I can't expect her to just be alert and record the meditation. And Ritesh sir can't handle 2 things at the same time. So it's a little tough. But if one of you can volunteer, I don't know if that's possible, then somebody can record in the Zoom session and share. It takes nothing, it takes no time. So if somebody can do it, maybe Sanjay sir, if he joins our sessions, maybe he can record for us. We'll see, but I hope that Sanjay sir can be continuous in the morning. So thank you, Sanjay sir, once again for coming. And I can tell you life is going to change when you're here in the morning. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you, Shweta ma'am, for being my go-to person. I truly am blessed to have you as a friend from Lady Circle and Arjun sir's batch, and now in our Born 1-to-1 series. So we are transforming lives of each other. It's not me who's doing it, it's all of us who are doing it. So I accept your gratitude, but I think it's all of us who deserve the gratitude because we're a Sangh. So lots of love, light and abundance. Until tomorrow morning, we'll see each other. Lots of love.